know what? Now that we found a Venonat here, I feel like I should just catch a Venonat. Actually, no. Considering there's a place later where there's a pretty good chance of finding it as well. And I may just go further. So let's heal our Pokemon. And then go to a safari. He has like a similar fighting style. Like obviously he does more things, but he might. Yes. Yeah, I have no idea what he's saying. So in here, something we probably won't be using at all, but it's available. The Good Rod. This is where you obtain it. So if you came from Celadon City, then went to the west via Cycling Road and came here, you'd have the Good Rod before the Super Rod. However, if you came from like Route 11, so either from Lavender or Vermilion and then went south, you'd have the Super Rod first. Which is a little bit of a weird design. So I guess the designers assumed or hoped you would go via Cycling Road, maybe? Alright, there's a bunch of exhibits here. Let's look at some Pokemon. Slowpoke. Friendly and very slow moving. We've seen a few of those. One of them helped us set up one of our Mew encounters. Chansey. Catching one is all up to chance. It is a very rare encounter, and then it's hard to catch. Voltorb. The very image of a Pokeball, except this one can explode. We've seen a few. Over here we have the Pokemart. Quickest access is probably through this cut tree. But I went around. You don't need cut here, you can just cycle all the way around everything. Almanite, a Pokemon that was resurrected from a fossil. Something we won't be obtaining because we didn't take the Helix fossil. Kangaskhan, a maternal Pokemon that raises its young in a pouch on its belly. Getting some Pokedex images for those. What we're doing is going in here. There's not any Pokemon plushies plotting against you. There's enough of them there. There's Spiritomb, pretty evil, Deerling, Blossom, Flareon, Mew, Pikachu, Cubchoo, Oshawott, Super Sheep, even though that's not a Pokemon, Chikorita, bunch of figurines, Sharpedo, some others that aren't Pokemon. I have some more in here that I've never shown you. I have Oddish, Farfetch'd, Slakoth, and Larvitar. Oh! Yeah, I do have Farfetch'd. Wait. Give me a second. Right here, I have a Dux! Haven't given it a place in my room yet. So for now, it's just chilling with some of the others that I bought recently. Very special safari zone where you aren't allowed to use your Pokemon, and the one that does the battling is you yourself. I can catch all Pokemon I want if I have the luck that they stay in the ball. If I only pay 500 Pokédollars. 30 safari bus and a limited amount of steps. They said limited amount of time, but it's really a limited amount of steps. 500. Alright, let's go. Catch some Pokemon here, perhaps. There's some items to obtain here as well. As you can see, ball, you can just throw a ball. Bait makes the Pokemon less likely to run away, but also harder to catch. Throw rock. You're really going to throw a rock at a Pokemon. It becomes angry. Easier to run away, but also easier to catch. We're not interested in Nidoran and female. We have enough of them, and we're not using them, so that's not very nice. But there's a Nidorino. This is the other place where we could have caught the Nidorino, but I decided pretty early on that I wanted to catch a Nidoran male, and then level it up. If I wouldn't have done that, I would have caught this Nidorino right here. And then I would have traded this one for that Nidorina called Terry, I think, back on Route 11. Rhyhorn, that's a rare one. Throw rock. It ran, okay, too bad. Could have thrown a ball, but generally what I do is, as long as I didn't feel it was a super easy capture, I'd throw a rock first and then balls, and then just hope things work out. I don't intend to actually have a Rhyhorn, but it keeps showing up, so I guess I'll try to catch one again. I don't intend to use it. Not many people use Rhydon, at least in this game, because it's really hard to obtain. I save it as I just catch it. Huh? So I'm not kidding. I don't intend to use this Pokemon. But I will say that Rhydon, if you just teach it, probably the Rock Slide TM that I gave to Snorlax, and then teach it Earthquake later on, or Dig if you kept it around, like I have it on Vulpix now, it's a really good Pokemon. Competitively, Rhydon is a very good Pokemon in Generation 1. But it does need TMs to do well, because I don't think it learns anything but normal type moves. No, it only learns normal type moves. We'll give it a nickname. Consider we've been talking about plushies, I'm gonna call it Plush. Plush was transferred to Bill's PC. Yay! Trying to really lightly tap buttons here, because that then allows me to get an encounter while not wasting a step. Oops, I clicked too quickly. Probably will catch this one. We have a fourth Nidoran female that we're never going to use. Well, fourth one of the family. We've won one Nidorina, 3 Nidoran females that we're never going to use. Okay, what's a name for something that we're never going to use? I'm going to call you Ignore, because I'm going to ignore you. There's a lot of cool plushies, but probably I'd have to order them online and they're more expensive than I would have liked. That's why I'm not ordering them. I only get them from like a store that I'd normally buy at, or maybe one other website. There's a lot more plushies that I'd like to have, because I love Pokemon and I love plushies. Rhyhorn again, like the rare things want to show up, like that's one thing. But Rhyhorn, okay, Rhyhorn actually has a 15% chance, so that's not actually that bad. I actually thought it was rarer. There's a 1% chance encounter here, which you haven't seen. There's a 4% chance encounter, which you haven't seen. But there's 2 Pokemon here that I'm looking for. One of them is a 15% chance, and one of them is a 20. This is one of them. Ball. Ball. There we go. Execute was caught. With a giant egg in the middle. That's it. That's a bit of a weird sprite. In a way, it looks cool, but one of that big egg, it's a bit very much too big.
Execute the egg Pokemon, often mistaken for eggs. When disturbed, they quickly gather and attack in swarms.
I just realized it didn't do the Pokédex thing for Rhyhorn. I apologize about that. Yes, we will give you a nickname. I shall call you Coconut. Can I access my Pokédex from here? Because then I'll just do the Rhyhorn thing now. I can just look it up here.
Rhyhorn, the Spike's Pokemon. Its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. It can easily knock a trailer flying.
As you can see, we do have our Pokemon with me. Actually, I wonder, can I cut this grass? No, can't cut Safari Zone grass. Okay. But there's quite a lot of Pokemon to catch here. Some very common ones, some very rare ones. I don't intend to obtain every item. Like that one. I'm not even gonna grab. There's some that I could grab it, but some of them are items that I'm not super interested in. It might be Hyper Potion, might even be a Nugget that I skip. I do want to show off the 3 TMs that are in here, which I should be able to reach. But I hope I remember the locations of all of them. That's not one. It's another Execute. Well, I already have one. This one's 1 level higher, but I'm not going to get it. So I'll just show what the bait looks like. Now it's eating, so now just throw a rock. Now it's angry. And I'm gonna run because I'm not really interested. I was interested in an Execute, that's why I caught it. But I already have one, even if this one's 1 level higher, I've already caught one. I don't feel like it's right to get one more. See, this actually brings us back to the first area. Maybe one of the TMs is in here. I don't remember. I should check how many steps I have left. Parasect, ooh. Wait, don't read what? What, don't read the chat? Or what? I don't understand. Be more specific. No, don't spam, please. Like, you can say things, but please don't spam. Oh, you posted a spoiler. Well, I missed it, so yay. That's good then. Now, how could you have posted a spoiler? Like, a spoiler to what? Has the second DLC been announced? Or something? A spoiler to that? Is this the team? It is. These are the last teams in the last area. We don't have that many steps left, so I wonder if I can even make it to the end. I think I will. We'll be close. You definitely have enough steps to get to the end of the Safari Zone. And it's actually required to get to the end to complete the game. Gold teeth. 45, I think that's just enough. Oh, this is it then. Yeah, that's the final one. Alright, we got all 3 of them. If it's a new Pokemon that isn't out yet, then I would consider that a spoiler, yes. First person to reach the secret house. It was getting word that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won HMO3. That's Surf. Now that is an amazing move. Few steps left, and when they're done, ding dong, time's up. Your Safari game is over. Alright, the other Pokemon that I was looking for in there, because I did say I was looking for 2 of them, was Venonat. And the reason I didn't look for more Venonats just a bit earlier was because I knew that while I was looking for Execute here, I could have also encountered a Venonat. And then looking for the Venonat in the other place would have been worthless. But Execute was my main thing because I knew that Execute was only here, Venonat's in multiple places. So now I'll actually look for Venonat east of Fuchsia City. Alright, what do we have here? TM20 was Rage. We found that earlier on routes, whichever the route is east of Fuchsia. I think it's 15. 37, we found that as Egg Bomb. Can't be learned by that many Pokemon. Actually, let's check Egg Bomb. Might be learnable by, like, Execute. Oh, just Executor. Yeah, Execute, Executor, Chansey, and Mew. That's it. And then what's Egg Bomb's power and stuff? 100 power, 75 accuracy. It's not great. TM40 is Skull Bash. And team 32, an interesting one in Double Team. I don't intend to put Double Team in any of my Pokemon, but it is one I could consider considering most Pokemon can learn it. And then we have HMO3 for Surf, which Sheriff can learn, which Koops can learn. I don't intend to teach it to Sheriff. There will be another move that Sheriff will be learning later, but Koops is the one that will get Surf. Very much boosting what it can do with its water moves. Upgrading from Water Gun, which it's had since pretty early on as a Squirtle, I think around level 13 or something like that. And upgrading all the way to Surf. Water Gun was its strongest move for a while, then it got Ice Beam somewhat recently. But now its strongest move is absolutely Surf. Let's see if these gold teeth work on this guy. Why don't we? That's good. No one could understand a word that I said. It couldn't work that way. Let me give you something for your trouble. And we got a second HM. HMO4 for Strength. And that is pretty cool. I'm actually immediately going to be teaching that. Let's see, HMO4 right here. Teaching that to Aragorn. Wait, what's that? What's that in my team? Aragorn. Let's see. I'll get rid of Swift. I didn't intend to use it anymore. And because we can now use Strength outside of battle, let's immediately make use of it and grab ourselves a rare candy. And then we get on a bicycle. And we move on to try and catch that Venonat. I don't intend to battle many of the wild Pokemon, but knowing Koops is very close to evolution, I intend to use it. There is Venonat. Let's see what Seismic Toss will do. Because that's set damage, that's almost 35, because I'm level 35. And that's just about half, so that's not... I can't trust that not KO. So I'll just throw a Pokeball from here. Not quite enough. Actually, let's put it to sleep. Go, Coconut, go! Look, the egg is suddenly small again. Coconut, Hypnosis! Now I have a higher chance of catching you. Pokeball, go! We got ourselves a Venonat. Now, why did I catch a Venonat? It's not for my main team. I missed the first part of the Pokedex. I'll look it up in the actual Pokedex in a second. We will call it Radar, because it has radar eyes.
Venonat, the insect Pokemon, lives in the shadows of tall trees where it eats insects. It is attracted by light at night.
It's a bug type. It's an insect Pokemon, and it eats insects. Is it a cannibal? Also, you will have noticed that Coconut was on my team. It was there to help catch the Venonat. I had intended that, but it is there for more reasons. Farfetch'd out. Execute in. Yep, it's here. The main team is complete. We started off with Squirtle. On Route 5 we caught Meowth. On Route 8 we caught Vulpix. In Saffron City in the Fighting Dojo, we chose Hitmonlee as our prize for beating the Karate Master. We caught ourselves a Snorlax in Route 16 because the Route 12 one decided to get it by a critical hit. And in the Safari Zone, we caught member number 6. Execute. Naturally, some of these still have to evolve, and they will definitely be learning some new moves, some more than others. But it's these 6 Pokemon that will be my main battlers for the rest of the journey, the rest of my walkthrough. You'll occasionally maybe see others, especially ducks, to help with flying, but it's these 6 that will be doing all of the major battles from this point onwards. So yes, I do have a Psychic type, and I do have a Grass type, and it's Execute. The thing is, Execute, in terms of battling, it can't do all that much. The only offensive move it has is Barrage, and sure it can learn some things, but that's mostly Lead Seed and the powder moves, like Stun Spore and Poison Powder. So, what really is a good way to go about using Coconut? Well, let's first just see what Barrage does, what it looks like. To my knowledge, it is Executor's signature move. It doesn't really do much, does it? So let's send in Koops. Try out Koops' new move in Surf. Don't worry, Koops, I'll heal you in just a second. This is what Surf looks like. There you go. So that doesn't really help. So, what you could do is you could take TM37, which we've just found in the Safari Zone, and teach that to Coconut. It's slightly less accurate than Egg Bomb, but it is definitely than Barrage, but it's definitely more powerful. But then I thought, you know what? We have some other good ones. We have Mega Drain, a grass move that definitely helps with coverage, which Coconut can't even learn. Never mind. However, something it can definitely learn is Psychic. There we go. Really powerful Psychic move. That's how we do it. And suddenly Coconut is a lot more useful. Because Psychic is a very powerful move. The Psychic type is a very powerful type. The thing with, even though Psychic only has one weakness in this generation, the Psychic, Execute and Executor being Grass Psychic types, actually are tied with the most weaknesses. It's that type combination, at least that's Generation 2 onwards anyway. Grass Psychics, so Execute, Executor, Celebi, are tied with Snover and Abomasnow from Gen 4 for, I think, 7 weaknesses? Let's see. Bug, Flying, Poison, Ice, Fire, Ghost, and Dark. Now, Dark doesn't exist in Gen 1, so that's 6 weaknesses. Ghost actually is fully resisted by Psychic, that's 5 weaknesses. Still 5 weaknesses. Bug you don't really have to worry about, although it is a 4 times weakness. Still, Flying, Ice, Poison, and I said one other one. It does have quite a few weaknesses. But it also can use Psychic, so I would say Coconut is a very good Pokemon. And I want to use it. I don't think I've ever used an Execute or an Executor on my main team, so that is why I selected it. The Psychic is definitely a move that will be useful for it. We got Flyback because Duck is currently not part of our team. So we'll just have to walk and then cycle back. And then there's still certain routes west of Fuchsia City that is ready for us to explore. And while we're there, we can train up our Execute. There's probably quite a few bikers there, probably with quite a few poison types such as Grimer and Coughing. And we can use Psychic against them to train up. Problem is, Execute's Grass type and therefore also weak to poison. So that does make it a bit dangerous, I will admit.